Be quick! Many tidings, mortal. I am a tender of this house. What is it you require? We are the penitent ones who oversee the rotting of the world. Your kind reviles us, but without our aspects of nature, nothing would ever flourish. I cannot venture into the midden. Not any longer. There are beasts both ravenous and cruel, and sights loathsome to behold. It scares me. When the world was young, it was from the midden that we were born, and that all things came to die. Though he has done well to stand against the Tuatha, he has done so by embracing their warlike methods. I thought the Tuatha were capable only of barbarity, only of outright vengeance. Instead, we are told that the Tuatha have unleashed on us a beast of cunning, of sly vindictiveness, and it cannot be stopped. Sorrows go with you.
And you have come to Drozer. I know of your kind, mortal. I have seen what you have to offer. War, destruction, calamity. You are better off leaving us be. What do you wish to know of me, mortal? What of a Fae could you hope to understand? I will not deign to explain my life to you. We are the foundation upon which all Winter Fae rely. By attacking us, the Tuatha have turned their back on their own kin once and for all. I have seen the Tuatha as they fell upon the houses of pride and of vengeance. It was horrible and maddening. But never have I seen a Tuatha draw out a battle such as this. Never have I seen one enjoy such malice. He will always be a prince of the house, even though we have parted ways. I wish him well. Once, the bodies of our most faithful members were hung upon the tree. But now, the Tuatha have decorated it with the butchered corpses of mortals. Blasphemy! Be careful.
There is little that can be done at this point. The house is backed into a corner, and with the affront of the gallows tree, we must respond. Be wary.
Ah, it seems there were more to the rumors of Bizarrane's pet mortal than I gave credit. I am Matea, lore keeper of the house. I hold the lore of the house in my being. It is a responsibility that I alone can bear. As such, I am neither Delver nor Tender. Delvers are not chosen. Though many wish to follow in the steps of the Weeping King, few have his gift. Those that do, then, are compelled to serve as he did. Delvers see to the sorrows of a Fae, but Tenders see to his flesh. When a Fae dies, Tenders take the body to the midden and see it safely into rot. Once a gentle place where the bodies of the Winter Fae were returned to the earth, the midden is now a mire of filth, of putrid mortal death. Be careful when within. There has always been a House of Sorrows, it seems. Not long after the birth of the Winter Fae came the Weeping King, and with him, the house. Though he fights in the name of our people, I cannot help but feel abandoned by him. I only hope this war does not consume him. There is no precedent for a foe like this. Even in the ancient wars, no Fae ever acted in a manner such as Saturnin. I am at a loss to know what we must do to stop him. I do not believe it is a victory we can achieve. Until next time. Greetings. You, the Siegebreaker, walks here. Good. Now perhaps the Tuatha will have cause to fear us. I am Heisener, one of the Delvers. Once they could look into a Fae and take the burden of winter from their heart. But now, the Delvers are deaf to the sorrows. All, it seems, but one. For too long have I been within this house, unable to help my brethren. I wish to walk the woods again. I wish to delve again. The Winter Fae look to us to appease the decay in Winter's heart. Through our efforts, all of Winter Fae are able to transcend their nature. There's little that can be said of it. The tree is the oldest in these lands. Like we Winter Fae, it thrives off decay. Sidon the outcast. Nothing is truly solitary in nature, but Sidon walks a lonelier path than most. I wish him well. I never thought to know a menace I could not see or hear or strike, and yet the Tuatha have furnished us with one. Farewell.
Who calls?
Greetings, mortal. I am a tender of the Midden. I have been instructed to offer you what insight I can give about the art of dispelling. In many ways, we are the keepers of the house in flesh, as the Delvers are the keepers of the house in spirit. We embody the corporeal. I have always felt magic's call, but in the Midden, the call is strongest. It allows me to see charms and spells and undo them. This I teach to all who listen. Be warned, mortal. The Midden is no longer what it once was. It is a place of beasts and dark, putrid magic, unsafe to all who enter. Once, we lived in the wilds of the Midden, but as the place became defiled, we had to take refuge in these old halls for fear of the beasts outside, and of Saturnin. If there is nothing else we can do, if we cannot bring a lasting peace for our house, then at least let us bring an end to Saturnin. Though we are targeted by Tuatha, Sidon is the only one who wages open war against them. For good or ill, I do not know. Remember.
Speak. I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. Members of the House may choose one of two paths. The path of the Delver, or the path of the Tender. Delvers are those who commune with the sorrows of the living Fae and the recently deceased. They draw forth these sorrows and assume them. However, most delvers lost their talent over these last few centuries. But our youngest, Tybri, shows some promise. The Tenders are those sacred few who oversee the decay and decomposition of a winter phase body. They also oversee the Midden itself, for like a body, the Midden is a physical thing, a vessel for rot and ruin, that which is required for death to become rebirth. Finally, they once tended to the gallows tree, but that was before the Tuatha perverted it. You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this, that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup. We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Katarok, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Katarok might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Katarok's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Katarok. There is a tender named Katarok who has fled our ranks. He is somehow tied to Saturnin. I am certain of it. I want you to find him and put an end to him. For if he is not Saturnin himself, then he is betraying our secrets to the Tuatha.
Who calls?
The mortal. This house is full more of portents than of sorrow these days. Your arrival must truly be a telling of how dark these times have grown. I've seen this house in strong winters and weak ones, but I never pledged my being to a beast as winded and laboring as the house is now. We were greater once. We had tenders and delvers throughout these lands, not individuals huddled in worry over Saturnin and the Tuatha. The beast will be caught, for until now he has not tasted the strength of winter. He will pay for his crimes against us. Though delvers have heard sorrows in the past, there have, of late, been none that can perform the art. The spirit of the house is flagging, it seems. The tree is ever quiet, but sometimes you can hear it groan under the weight of the indignities it now bears. Saturnin has gone too far with his latest assault. The outcast? What more is there to speak than to say that he abandoned the traditions of this house out of lust for war and reprisal? Perhaps his motives are just, but nature cares little for what one does in the name of justice, only what one does in the name of survival. Beware of Saturnin.
Keep the sorrows faithful.
So, you were the mortal. There were whispers that Bizarine had welcomed one of you amongst us. But to pick the siege breaker, I am awed. I forget myself. Bizarine has made his wishes clear, and we must do as he asks. Are you ready to begin? I am Tybri. I have only 2 centuries to my name. I was asked to join the house because of my abilities. I can hear them, the sorrows in people, the essence of decay and ruin that precedes winter. I can even hear the sorrows faintly in you. Few delvers are left who can hear any sorrows at all, but never have any claim to hear them as much as I. Many believe me to be a liar, or an abomination. The Midden was once a sacred place for the House of Sorrows, for all Winter Fae, where the bodies of the dead were left to decompose. Our bodies do not rot as mortal corpses do, so when Saturnin placed the bodies of mortals here, they putrefied, corrupting the Midden. Scavengers and beasts now roam the Midden, and the body we seek is deep within. I must have someone to watch my back. Farewell. The body is here. I must begin my work. But the magic is sure to draw the wild fae in the area. Hold them back while I commune with the sorrows. Farewell. done. Cadoroc's sorrows left a strong impression on the corpse. He is hiding in the Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. You should go there, but be wary. The impression Cadoroc left on the body was conflicted. Something is not right here. I will return to the house. With the beast beaten back, it should prove safe enough now. We, are the backbone of the house. Delvers can look into the essence of Winterfell, find the sorrows within, and take upon that burden. The Weeping King was the first to perform this function. The Delvers witnessed his powers, and imitated as they could. Only now, no Delver has this art, save for me. The dead do not speak lies. Cadoroc has gone to Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. It was once a mighty fortress, but like all things in this war, it was reduced to ruin. Lesser, cruder beasts and beings walk its halls now. For Cadoroc to hide there, it makes little sense. But from what the sorrows told me, it seems as though he had nowhere else to go. Farewell.
It is the hero of Melson Shear. Care to take a look at my wares? Another time then.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper. Stay safe.
Back for some healing. Stay safe.
The hero of Melcent Shear? I did not expect to find you in this damned swamp. We couldn't have picked a worse time to travel in the drowned forest. It's all these damn Mergen. We've arrived just in time for their spawning season. They're filling the swamp and tearing my men to pieces. I don't know how many Banshein are out there, but I venture it's more than one. If you could lend us a hand and destroy any Banshein you find, I'd be forever grateful. I know it's disgusting to imagine, but Banshein are the mothers of those slimy creatures. Every year they return to this swamp and a new wave of Mergen spews forth. Thank you. They seem to be coming from several nests to the west. Find the Banshein and destroy them. Be wary, they're always guarded by more Mergen. Disgusting creatures. I never dreamt I'd end up in one of their swamps. There's something about the water in this swamp. Every year, Banshein and Mergen come swarming back, and every year, hordes of new Mergen pour out. Ooh, I shudder just thinking about it. The spawn of Banshein. You'll find them in damp, miserable places like this. Those tridents they carry pierce steel like it was paper. I joined the Alpha army right before we took back Melcent Shear. A glorious battle! My captain fell during the siege, before Baelor fell. Afterwards, I was promoted and put in charge of securing the road through the drowned forest. I had resigned myself to death before that final battle. When Baelor fell, it was like being granted a new life, a new fate. We've heard the voices, so we know it's there, and not far. Our orders were to survey, though. We're to avoid it if we can. The Banshein to the west need to be destroyed. They're spawning so many Mergen, the swamp's overrun. Take heed out there.
I hate this swamp. I came to this swamp expecting a host of diseases, but I wasn't prepared for this. The Mergen and Banshein are everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen one, but all of the wounded who fought them come back with severe burns, like they've been struck by lightning. I was once a star pupil in the Scholia Arcana, bound for greatness. One indiscreet lapse in Rathir, and here I am, a field surgeon, happy to treat any wounds or diseases. The soldiers come back from the swamp riddled with holes from the Mergen's blasted tridents. It doesn't matter how many times I tell him, there is no shard of Prismir in his leg. It can foretell neither the weather nor his impending death. I know it sounds odd, but I'm almost glad to be out here in the swamp. There was something strange going on in that hospital. For now.
I'd rather be fighting the Tuatha.
That damned healer just sits there while I suffer. He should do something.
Greetings, traveler.
The High King Mathon ruled the bleak, silent fields of Wintertide. He kept the season as it should be. The blizzards howling, the skies filled with snow in the gloom of a long night. He purified the land under a white blanket and allowed death to end the slow decay of autumn. The woods paid homage in leaves. The waters paused at his arrival. The world revered him in a barren stillness.